Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout.
Hi everyone.
Thanks for listening and downloading. If you could, please just give us a follow, like, comment, subscribe, and tell all your friends about it. We're trying to grow because none of us want proper jobs anymore. This is how we want to make money. So hit the comment button, write something in, send it. And Michelle always replies. She spent all day the other week replying to everyone who commented on the Viennetta story.
There was a fair amount.
It was about, she was
I was
busy.
like, what's going on here? Like, my phone was on
busy.
fire, and then turns out that Viennetta brings the world together.
And she does nothing else, so please send them more things to give us something to do. Anyway, let's crack on with the episode. What a twist.
Who are ya? Who are ya? Hey.
I think I'm going to pass out. All my toes in his mouth.
I can't get the eyelashes right, I've just had them done.
Welcome everyone. This is episode 25.
Mambo number 5.
I'm Michelle.
A little bit of Jessica in my life. Oh, I'm John.
We've got our returning couch guest, Teddy
Ted.
Wolstenholme.
And if you didn't already know that, where have you been for the last 25 episodes?
I think he's probably the favourite.
Oh, no, someone did ask me what's with the dog.
It's just like a little gimmick or something.
It was like, I don't get it. Why's the dog there?
You heard that, didn't you, Ted?
Mm-hmm.
You're not a little gimmick. You're just super cute and you love to gag in.
I was like,
yes.
Ted comes when Michelle can't get dog care. Imagine if you did that with your dog and I had to sit here with my kids.
I think that'd be all right,
Well,
though. It'd
I
be a
mean-
nice little family episode, wouldn't it?
Ollie and his mates would love it. They keep on asking to come on. We're getting,
So funny.
for anyone who's not in the know, we're getting hijacked by my son's mates.
I think one of the comments was, off with Michelle, on with Ollie. They're
Yeah,
trying to
literally.
replace me with his son. How tragic's that for me that I'm getting absolutely ripped by a year 8?
I wouldn't mind. I picked them all up to take them swimming. And not one of them spoke to me in the car. I was like, what are
Little
you gonna do?
keyboard warriors.
Little proper keyboard
Come at us,
warriors.
bro.
Sitting there giving it the big uns, and then in the car they're like, hello, it's passing, come and jam sandwich please. Literally 2 words out of it. They're just at that age though where it's just like, Although I did say I might do an episode where I just slag off Ollie off for an hour and all his mates can come on that one.
Yeah, shall we?
Yeah, just have like the
Am I
roast.
allowed or am I off?
Yeah, you can
like
come
I'm
on, yeah.
cancelled.
We literally, like, have you seen, like, on Netflix they're doing like the roast of insert celebrity here? We could do the roast of Oliver.
I mean, you're going to have to give me some material, but
That's me.
I'll rip into a year 8. I'm not asked me.
He's-
I'll start beef with kids.
He's the biggest gimp in year 8. That's what I call him. When I drop him off, because he doesn't want me dropping him off at the school, I have to drop him off down the road now.
Yeah.
And he walks up with his mates, and as he walks off, I'm like, biggest gimp in year 8.
Oh, God, love him. Yeah, I'll start shit with them. I'm not asked. Do you know what I hate? You know, like when you're in places or you might be in a restaurant or for people who take public transport and there's just a kid staring at you.
Give him a high five.
Oh, I stare back and I'm like, what the fuck are you
Go on,
looking
blink.
at?
Blink, bitch.
And it might be a 3-4-year-old. Like, what the fuck are you looking at?
I've seen
Go
a clip.
away.
I don't know. I think it's like a little like jokey thing. But it's like people sat around. It's like an American like garden party or whatever. And then this lad just goes, "Yo, what's up with your kid, Jake? Why is he looking at me like that? Has you got a problem, bro?" And he stands up and this kid's like 1. And he's just like, "What's up, bro? You want some of this?"
It's true, though. I hate it.
I remember being on a bus with Ollie when he was in his pram, and he was sat at the front, and when people were getting off, he was holding out his hand to high five him, and no one did.
Oh, no one high-fived
No one
your
high-fived
kids.
him.
That'd upset me, I think.
He was devastated. That's probably why he's the way he is now. One day he's like, "Why did you kill 14 people, Ollie?" And he's like, "One day I was on a bus and I stuck out my hand and everyone left me hanging. They deserved it, Your Honor."
Traumatized.
I keep
I've
telling
just
him he's
read-
living in the best time of his life. I was like, mate, these are your golden years. Like after school, like college and uni are all right, but then it's just downhill from there.
Do you know what? We turned into our parents.
Oh, literally, I was saying this because I remember the stuff my mum and dad used to say to me. Like for one of them, right, was I remember my dad saying to me when I was I must have been about 7 or 8. He's like, "What you need to do, son? What you need to do is save up all your pocket money so when you're older, and then you'll have a house deposit by then, and then you buy a house, and then you rent it out, and then you save that money, buy another house. And I'm 7 years old going, nah, I want to buy Pokemon cards.
Absolutely.
Pikachu on
No
Shiny.
one wants bricks and mortar. You want a Pokemon card?
No, I want the Charizard.
You want the latest Guinness Book of Records or Smash Hits magazine?
And but now older, I'm like, oh, that's actually some sound advice that. And I said to Ollie when he was like, when he started high school, I was like, mate, there is nothing you're about to do that I haven't already done. You're not about to think about anything that I've not already thought of. I'm here for advice, questions. Come to me. There's nothing you can do or say that I've not already done or said myself.
Yeah.
And then
you hope.
Yeah. Mind you, it's different times now. Different times.
I mean, if he asks for advice on Snapchat, you haven't got it because we could not just send one-time view photographs.
No willy pics. And don't add anybody you don't know. That's literally the basics.
That is fair.
Even though it says it deletes, anything can be screenshotted. Yeah. The only difference with a screenshot on Snapchat is you know about it. Yeah. Same thing happens on WhatsApp. You just don't know about it.
Yeah. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah. Although it does make me like scared when I'm like, if I screenshot someone's story on Instagram, does it tell them, Michelle? Because I really want to show you something.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fine. You can screenshot Instagram stories.
Yeah, I know that now.
Come on.
Living in his best years. Doesn't know. Just doesn't know it. And you don't know it is until you're over it. I think we've had this discussion before. I'd love to go back and just do a week in school again. Like a week. Imagine if you could go back knowing what you know now and just go do a week in school again.
It'll be belter.
And just know that everything that you're worried about doesn't matter.
Absolutely not.
Just doesn't matter.
You get bigger worries when you're an adult.
I know.
Bigger worries.
I remember like being a kid and thinking like, imagine, I can't wait for that time when you've got a job and you can earn your own money and you can just do whatever you want. And then you realise it's not true. You can get a job, but you hate it. And yeah, you can earn your own money, but it goes on everything else but you. And you can't do what you got to do because you got to be in work the next morning.
That is true.
In some jobs, they tell you when you can go to the toilet.
So true.
Job in a call. I can do what I want. I'm my own person, but I can't go on break until 2:15.
Just gonna have to sit here.
Gotta sit here unavailable. Thanks for calling. You're speaking to John. How can I help you? Did that. Hey, what's the worst job you've ever had? Just on a tangent there.
Do you know what? I don't think I've ever had a bad job. I'd say when I worked in the same building we worked in.
Yeah.
That was probably the shittiest.
Yeah, that environment was horrible.
But I love the people I worked with, so that's what made it. But had they have not been there, would I have done half the shit that I did job-wise? And no, I wouldn't have. But I think, to be fair, I'm really cautious. I'm not like a job hopper or anything. Like, I commit and I want to do the best. I always want to give 100% and deliver the best results.
Okay,
I am passionate. I'm competitive.
Michelle, this is not a job interview. Chill the fuck out.
But I'm just letting you know that...
Proper buzzwords. I'm passionate, I'm reliable, I'm always on time, and I really feel like I bring my skills to this job.
I'm highly organised. Highly organised.
When you were in school, did you do the little mock interviews? Do you remember them?
No.
Oh, we did. We had to do mock interviews.
I don't remember who was sat next to him in my lessons, though, for the whole 5 years, so...
What were you doing?
I'm not the person...
everything about school. I've got a weird memory like that.
I'm a few years older, though, so maybe my brain cells and memory's gone a little bit.
Maybe my dementia kicks in after 35. We did mock interviews, so I turned up and I just had like pants and a plain white shirt on.
So your school uniform?
Just without the tie and the And I remember one of the teachers went, Kate, Bob, what's going on? You look a disgrace. I was like...
Really?
What do you mean? Where's your uniform? I was like, I'm doing the interview things today. And they went, oh, you look great, you know. Honestly, you look sound. I was like, no, you said it. Look at this face.
Did you get the job? The mock job?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? It's either a yes or a no.
I can't remember that much.
You said you remember everything about school, so why are you lying?
I sound like that Martha fucking interview. Did you see it on Piers Morgan?
Yes.
Where she's like, I've got a photographic memory. And he's like, how many emails? What grades did you get in school? Oh, I can't remember that. I sound like that. Like, I remember everything. Just passing the interview. I don't remember that, Michelle. Fucking calling me out on me bullshit.
Imagine not remembering what grade you got at university to be a lawyer.
You've probably failed.
She's mental. You know what bit blew my mind the most? When they showed her the interview of the guy, obviously whose story it is and who plays him, and the woman who plays Martha. And at the end she went, she hasn't even got a Scottish accent.
I know, yeah.
She's an actress, you absolute psycho.
This is how wrong it is. She doesn't sound Scottish. Like, you can see it. Do you know what it reminded me of? Do you remember the interview with what's the royal game?
Nancy Andrew.
No, yeah, Andrew, when he was like, oh, it's not me. Well, first of all, I don't sweat. Like, she said she remembers your sweaty body all over her. Can't be me. I don't sweat.
I use shorts 72 hours.
This is how you know it's wrong. She's not Scottish and I'm Scottish. Like, what about all the emails? You're not even going to, I might have sent a couple. I just think, like, you've got to be careful this day and age with stalkers because they can do some crafty things. I think, right, this is my little theory. Do you know those things you see on Facebook? Which is like, we proper went off on a tangent, by the way, from what?
Doesn't matter. I think it flows.
The chaos is what's worth watching. So do you know when you see on Facebook those people, it's like, can anybody help me find my long lost sister? She a maiden named Smith, and she grew up in the Huddersfield area.
Yeah.
And then everyone's sharing the shit out of it.
And tagging people, yeah.
Like, oh, could you know it? Is that, it doesn't mean Cheryl Hudson now, does she? Or whatever. And everyone's like tagging people and all that. What if that's like someone who's trying to hunt down someone in witness protection and they've just got the help of all these fucking do-gooders on Facebook? Fucking hell, mind blown.
I think you're right.
Imagine it.
That's absolutely mental because as you've just said, like that name, and they'd be like, oh, do they mean so-and-so now?
Wasn't your maiden name Smith? And you're like...
Oh my God.
And you've got all these people who think, oh, I'm a fucking good person. I helped track down this woman who like, nah, you might just got her killed.
Oh my God, I've never thought about that.
Every time I see one, I just think, with witness protection now, my phone's buzzing.
Sorry, it's mine.
Yours?
Yeah.
Can you please turn your mobile phone off and put it onto flight mode?
Sorry, Mum.
Yeah, I just think with witness protection, I don't know. I just imagine going into witness protection. You change. I don't know the ins and outs of witness protection, but you go somewhere, change your identity, grow a beard, shave it off, do what you need to do, and then you got some dickhead on Facebook.
Shave off your beard. So we're talking about a male, yeah? Or?
I don't know. I don't know what you get up to. I don't know your fucking facial routine. Might shave, but. And then you sit there and you think, we've done our bit, we're in witness protection, we're totally free, we don't have to look over our shoulders anymore. And then you just going to check the socials, and you've got, oh shit, I'm getting tagged in this post, the guy's looking for us. Just imagine it.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God, why is there not a Netflix drama about this?
Even if it was the same
we
name,
need to write a script.
Say if like someone's in an abusive relationship and then they move back to 200 miles away where the rest of the family are, and then the abuser does like, that in the local forum and it confirms that they are there.
I'm trying to track down my girlfriend, she's gone missing. You're like, yeah, of course you did, mate. No, remember that girl who fell into the lake and everyone thought that her husband killed her?
Yes.
That was mad. You can't just go up, but you have to be a bit crafty about it, don't you? Like, yeah, I'm trying to. It's come to my attention that I have a half sister that maiden name was Smith, but may have changed. Moved to such and such an area or lived in this area so many years ago. Does anybody know anything and can help me out? And you get all these little people going, I'm a fucking good person. Just like proper virtue signaling. I hate those people. And they start tagging people in. It's like, it's you, isn't it? Or is it your mum? Do you know this woman?
Is this the one that works at the Asda in blah, blah, blah?
And everyone thinks they're helping somebody out try and track down a long lost relative.
You know what?
Nah.
I think you've hit the nail on the head there. So, moral of the story, guys, if you see any post about long lost people, just keep scrolling.
Just ignore it. I mean, unfortunately, stalkers have ruined it for the genuine people out there. I'm sure there's some genuine cases, like, we were separated at birth. Like, I'm sure there is. Like, call up ITV or Channel 4. They'll make a programme about it. I actually think there's a program.
Long Lost Families on Channel 4.
Get on that.
I love that, it makes me sob.
Yeah. Do you not think that would be weird though? Right. Imagine now you're just sat here chilling out, right? And like, I mean, I come from a line of Cape Wells, and it turns out the top shaggers, but we won't go into that. I may have some fucking. It wouldn't surprise me
If one just popped up from
if
somewhere.
someone popped up and was just like, "Hey, your dad a Cape Well," and I'd be like, sometimes I've dated girls and they've gone, "Hey, is your dad such and such?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, why?" Like, "Oh, my mum knows him." Like, oh, we might be related.
How well does she know him?
Yeah, I always thought you did look good, and you do look like me. Hawks. Anyway, but imagine you getting a message now from someone like, "Oh yeah, I'm your half sister. My dad, your mum, this time, this place, and all that." And then you go meet him. Do you not think it'd be a bit awkward? Like, what do you talk about?
Yeah, it would, but...
What if the bad gimps? What if the biggest gimps in year 8? What if it's all his mates?
I think, though, there'd be something special in the moment, but it would be nerve-wracking. It could be awkward.
If I found out that I had,
know.
like, let's just say I had a half brother, and it was like, just imagine like you're turning up like, and you go to meet him like, "Oh yeah, I'm your half brother." You'd be like, "You're fucking not." Fuck that right off.
Oh no, you've got the wrong person.
Should we get a Happy Meal?
You wouldn't turn that down.
We'll get the Happy Meal first.
We'll get 3.
And then after that, we're not going to speak again.
If you had to pick 3 Happy Meals, what combination would you choose? Would you get like a hamburger, cheeseburger and nuggets, or like 2 nuggets and a cheeseburger?
Michelle's
2 burgers and a nug?
ADHD there. She was like, "Oh, shiny, if you had to have a Happy Meal."
Okay, but you've got to pick 3 Happy Meals. What combination are you having?
Cheeseburger.
3 cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
I think I'd go 2 nugs and a cheeseburger.
Tory.
Oh, fucking hell. What's wrong with that? I'm not the Tory.
Yeah. I just think it'd be awkward meeting a long lost relative. What'd you talk about?
You know what I'd probably ask them? So, do you know, like back in the day when you'd ask your mum what you're having for your tea? I'd ask them, what did your mum who brought you up say to you that you were having for your tea when you asked? What was your mum's response?
Shit with hair on.
Same. Or shit with sugar.
Shit with sugar.
My mum also used to say with...
sounds delicious. And then what we got was actually categorically worse.
Shit with hair on and a pickle on the side.
Ours was burnt fucking whatever, because she'd put it in the oven and fall asleep.
Put it in the oven and fall asleep.
In lockdown, she upped her cooking skills. I showed her a few tricks and trades.
Yeah.
And I got her a couple of Jamie Oliver's cookbooks and that. She nails it. But before then, it was dark.
Really bad.
It was dark. And I don't just mean that as in like mentally. I just mean like physically. It was burnt. It was always dark food. Like it shouldn't have been like...
That dark looked like shit.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
But why did our parents say that to us?
I don't know. Maybe it's just something
Shit
passed
with
down.
hairs on. Shit with sugar on.
I heard that we had this conversation in work actually, because they were talking about like someone said, "Oh, what you having for dinner?" and someone said something, and I was like, "I've not heard that one." Ours was always just shit with hair on. I can't remember what she said now, so that was just another pointless little sentence.
Thanks for your contribution on
Thank
that
you very
subject.
much. And if you like what we talk about here, please like, comment, subscribe for more.
And we'll send you some shit with hairs on for your tea.
Well, it was your mum's shit with. I think that's just the standard shit with
Shit
hair
with
on.
hairs on and a pickle on the side.
See, it's different now. My generation, my kids are like, "What's for tea?" It's just like, oh, "What do you want?"
I know. It blows my mind.
And then they say
you know?
something mad. Like, you know your kids have got bad diets when one of them asks for a kebab.
Stop it. I don't think I had a kebab until I was old enough.
Yeah, kebab?
Like
No?
on a night out, and I'd get out. I only tried doner meat last year.
What have
I
you
was
been doing with your life?
35 because it just visually doesn't look normal.
It's not. That's why you have it at the end. You can't get... You'd never have a kebab for tea. Obviously, we did. We said it.
I mean, yeah.
When he went, "Can we have a kebab?" No. Why? Because it's not 3 a.m. and I'm not pissed. That's why. Like, you don't order a kebab.
So we had a doner kebab.
No, right. He wanted burger and chips, and I went
Yeah.
in the kebab house to get him a burger and chips one day because it was late and whatnot. And he really liked it. So when he says kebab house, because he said, "Where was that from?" I said, "It's from the kebab house." So when he says kebab house, he doesn't want a kebab. He wants burger and chips from there.
Oh, okay.
That's why. So it's not as bad. still bad.
Do
though,
like a
isn't it?
little burger.
I'm not gonna be one of those. You get those. I see it all the time, like because I'm in the fucking WhatsApp group with the parents, and some of them are just so pretentious. They're like, in our packed lunch, we put like a salad, we put like some fruit in there. Like, fuck off! You get sandwich, cribs, chocolate bar. And you can fuck off.
Cribs.
Sorry.
Sandwich and cribs. Oh, look at them getting a house handed to them. MTV cribs with your butty. And you called it a sandwich.
This is like the.
It's a fucking butty.
Right. Okay. You get to butty, some crisps, and a chocolate bar, and you can fuck off with it.
And then a fucking kebab house
tea.
scram for tea. Smashing that.
Mm-hmm.
Even Ted eats better than that.
Probably.
I rings me mum
What is
yesterday.
kebab? Is it lamb? It's lamb in it.
I think it's a mix of everything. It's not normal.
Even the guy that like, nobody knows.
He'd probably eat it, but I wouldn't give him it. But I rings my mum yesterday and she was like, oh, I've picked up steak. So I've got one for you, one for me, one for Ted. I went, what? She was like, I said, you've got a steak for Ted? She was like, yeah.
It's the stead. What is my, am I talking today? I think I'm having a stroke.
Oh my God. Hold both your arms out. Both of the, oh, you can't do it. Oh, your face does look a little bit droopy.
Oh, nice.
Can you smell burnt toast?
Don't. Do you know? So we went to go watch Rhode Gilbert yesterday.
Oh my God, he was amazing.
It was a great show, but my health anxiety was set off a little bit with it. You know.
Do you know what? When he was talking about the Googling.
Oh, that's literally.
So
me.
if nobody knows, obviously Rhode Gilbert was diagnosed with head and neck cancer in 2022.
And his latest tour is all about it, and I'd highly recommend going to see it if you can. It was so funny.
Because you just laugh, and I sobbed as well.
You cried.
I
nearly
had
cried.
tears dripping down my face.
I'd had health anxiety. I was having a panic attack.
But it reminded me of you. So when he said about the Google thing that he Googled, I was just like, this is John.
I know.
John could cough and then text me in 0.2 seconds later to tell me he's got 3 hours to live.
Oh, literally, I sent this to I sent it to my mate yesterday, to Pablo about it. I was like, mate, went to watch Rhode Gilbert last night, and I'm not going to go into the message because it'll kind of ruin a lot of the jokes.
Yeah.
But it was on about the Googling, and it was just like.
It was so funny.
It was so.
And it just shows that everyone refers to Google. And whatever it says, you take that as gospel.
I did, literally. Look, so I had a headache for about 5 weeks. And if you Google headache for 5 weeks, you ain't got long. Google says, like, fucking hell, I hope you've got life insurance.
I might be doing this podcast on my own.
I thought you were going to be at one point. and you're walking into the doctor's crying, and the doctor's like, what's up? And you're like, yeah, this. And he's like, all right, okay, what do you think it is? I was like, that's what I'm here for. That's what you should be doing.
You've gone to medical school for 7 years, so I'm hoping you've got the answer because I'm not trained.
Because I Googled it, and it says I'm dying next week. And he's just like, nah, you'll be fine. Here's some
what you say to
tablets.
them all.
If you make it, come back next week.
If you make it.
Literally, there was no sympathy from this guy. I'm having a full-blown panic attack. But me and my mate, we're not hypochondriacs, because I don't really like...
You and Paul are
not
very...
hypochondriacs. Health anxiety is what I like to class it as.
Okay, which is another word for hypochondriac.
I don't know, but let me just have my moment. We are... Paul's was funny, right? So he was training for the marathon, as we spoke about the other week, right? And I don't know if it's mentioned this. So he trains for the marathon, and he books a doctor's appointment, and he rings me. He's like, oh, mate, I'm on the way to the doctor's. I was like, why? What's up? He went, well... I did a run on the weekend, and after the run I just didn't feel right. I was tired, dead lethargic, struggling breathing. I was like, oh yeah. Anyway, and then I put it into Google, and I think I've got COPD.
Stop it. COPD though?
He was like, COPD? He went, yeah, I've got all the symptoms. I was like, you've also got all the symptoms of running 17 miles, mate.
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out.
You're not going to feel fabulous after a run that long.
So I asked him, he went into the doctor's. I went, can you do me a favour? Can you ring me as soon as you get out? And he comes out and he rings me, and he's just like, yeah, the doctor laughed at me.
Stop it. Stop it.
He said to the doctor, he was like, I ran 17 miles training for a marathon, and the doctor was like, oh, it's really good. Keep that going. He went, yeah, but... afterwards I felt really tired, and my body was aching, and I was short of breath and all that. I think I've got COPD. He said the doctor just went, ha!
What a waste of an appointment. There's people on death's door that can't get an appointment, but there's Paul strolling in with his fucking self-diagnosed COPD
Probably still in his
after
running
running
gear.
a marathon. Do you know what I mean?
Got his medal round it and everything. You're right, yeah. You got an inhaler? Yeah, I think I got COPD, mate. What this? Yeah, just in Manchester Marathon. Yeah, 4 hours. Yeah, sound, yeah.
He needs to rationalise his thoughts.
But it's health anxiety, I get it. Because, like, do you know when someone starts saying they've got a bit of a sore throat and you go, fucking hell.
Do you just catch it, yeah?
Yeah. Honest to God. And, like, literally, and if you Google anything, it's the big C word. Anything. If you sit there and go, like, I've got a little lump here, actually.
Have you had it checked out? Because men get breast cancer too.
No. It's been there for years. I thought, it's been there for a while now.
Fuck it.
I think it's just...
That headache's going to wipe you out anyway, so don't worry about that fucking lump in your tits.
Literally got 16 months, absolutely fucking max anyway. But, so, I did think I was having a stroke though, because like, I had the headaches and then I had this pain going all the way down my face. I was like, I'm having a stroke. I'm fucking going to die. Like, from that, it's just I'm having a stroke. And I'm pretty sure if you're having a stroke, you don't think I'm having a stroke.
Yeah.
I don't think you know what's happening. I don't know. I've never had one. But I don't think you're aware. You can't go, I think I'm having a stroke. If you can say, I think I'm having a stroke, you're not having a stroke, are you?
No.
But I was convinced I was. And it turns out it's some sort of nerve issue. No. It's still like thingy. It's still a pain in the arse.
Do you know what? So I know someone who had a stroke. She's literally my age.
Recently,
she's a friend of a friend, and she's also on my team at work. So anyway, she survived a stroke, and we have a stroke party every year now on the anniversary of a stroke.
What's a stroke party?
So we just have like a team buffet.
Oh right, okay,
and like celebrate life.
Okay.
How nice is that?
That is actually pretty nice.
And actually, our team buffets are fucking belter, like pure fucking cheese boards, charcuteries, little. Do you remember those hedgehogs?
What's a charcuterie?
Or like your cured meats and stuff.
All right, man grew up on a council estate. We just got the pickled onion on a stick.
Yeah, we have one of them as well with the sausage and the cheese.
Yeah.
Butties, chicken goujons. Like, we go to town and we celebrate a stroke anniversary every year.
It's pretty nice.
So next one's April 2025.
There you go.
And if she doesn't work with us, if she chooses to leave by then, we'll probably still have the stroke party in her memory.
There's a charity you can raise money for?
Yeah, no, we just have a party internally.
Fuck them.
Fuck the rest of them.
Sandwiches.
Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, me butties.
Me butties.
Me butties.
Me butties.
And me cribs.
But yeah, no, I like celebrating that.
Yeah, well, it's like after Rhode Gilbert's thing, like he did the same, didn't he? After he's finished his treatment. Was quite sad at the end. Go and watch it. It was.
Did you cry? Because I couldn't look at anyone else.
I was holding it back. I was like, "Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry." Because at the end, watching that video, it was quite emotional. Oh, don't want to spoil it for anyone.
We went no, but it's just a video at the end. It's just a roundup of
just
everything.
a roundup of his treatment and all that. It is like an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah,
I had one of them at Brennan Reese's show once.
Go on. Do you know what? I've never seen. I still need to watch his show on YouTube.
He's got one on YouTube at the moment, but I went to go watch one and he was talking about his nan, and it was a whole story about his nan, and I don't think it's anywhere, so I'm not ruining it. But anyway, the whole show was just a bit of an emotional roller coaster, and at the end I was like, oh shit, I've got a lump in my throat here.
Stop it.
I laughed the whole way through. I was like,
so this isn't the one that's on YouTube?
No, this was years ago. This was like 2000 and I want to say like 17 or 18, that sort of time period. It was his Edinburgh show then, and I just went on a fucking emotional roller coaster.
Oh, stop
Honestly,
it.
with him, I only went because I never met him before anyway. I just started stand up and I went to go watch it, and I was like, oh my god, this is dead funny. And then at the end, I was like, oh my god, this is dead sad.
Oh,
it was really good.
So I'm not going to get the opportunity to see that. Do you reckon if I book him for just like,
I spoke
we'll
to him
bring him
recently,
here?
and I'm sure he said about he was going to try and do that show again to record it and put it out.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, don't quote me on that though. And if you work for Brennan Reese, soz for putting the pressure on you. If that was never on the cards, and I'm just making that up.
Yeah, no, I want to see that.
Disclaimer, I may have just made that up. But we definitely did have a conversation about it because we were talking about that whole...
Blackstock.
Yes, yeah.
You made friends with him, didn't you, Ted? You loved him?
But that's what his show was like, and it's just like you got to feel sorry for it. As much as like I was convinced because Google told me that I had it right. I had the big C. I don't say I've got the big C now. You know, I had to sort some things out. You know, move some things around.
You do though. You do actually Google like even off the back of like my smears. Like I have a nightmare every time I have a smear. Like I have to have them yearly rather than every 3 years. And Rod had touched on it last night. So his is like infection based. How his cancer came about with the HPV.
Yeah.
And that's what when they do smear, that's what they look for. If you have HPV, that's when they then start doing further checks.
It's an STI as well, isn't it?
Apparently, well, I don't think it's classed as an STI, but
I know I shouldn't laugh. I was just sat there thinking, going, "Oh, mate, slept with some girl the other night, caught an STI. What? AIDS? No, worse than AIDS. Yeah, cancer."
Hey, if you had to choose, would you rather have the HIV, the HIV, or cancer?
HIV easily.
But no one's going to want to sleep with you if you've got HIV.
No one does anyway, so it makes sense. So my life continues. The treatment's better for HIV than it is for the big C, isn't it? The treatment is better. You can be diagnosed with HIV and live a life pretty normally. The only things you can't really do are the things that you shouldn't.
Unprotected sex.
Yeah, and share a couple of needles. You can't do that anymore.
Share a couple of needles.
Yeah, which you don't want to do. If you've got any cuts, you've probably got to let everybody know.
If you've cut your finger, someone's got to put a little
But
plaster
there's
on.
tablets. It's an easier life. If you've got the big C, ooh. Did you see all those videos of Rod? Rod, like we're best mates. Roddy. But did you see him getting bolted into that fucking machine?
Yeah, but that's because he had it in his head and his neck.
Give me the HIV in a bubble any day of the week.
So
I'm not going through that.
you could pick it somewhere else, so you haven't got to put that net on your face for your radiotherapy.
If you had to have, you can. Would you rather have HIV or cancer? But you get to pick what type of cancer you got. You know, because you don't want a bad one, so you might as well go for a good one.
Well, no, you know what I mean. Like you could. Would you rather it be in your tits?
No,
they'll take them off you. And then you can change your £2 in 12 months.
Low blow. Low fucking blow.
Wow, why are you being like that?
But if that's the case, quit them. You just take them off and just like make it look like I'm Brock Lesnar.
They might put little pecs in for you and they rebuild you. They just move more than.
Stop being jealous. You've got the biggest tits on the podcast. You're sat there going, yeah, I'll just fucking fat shame you. Fucking come at me, Vesty. Keep your fucking vest on. Chill the fuck out.
Vesty!
I need to take it off.
Am I your vesty bestie?
Give it to me. Fucking sitting there fat shaming me.
I might have been, yeah.
Yeah, you was.
Yeah, but it wasn't fat shaming, it was just banter.
Oh, well, fucking got the small.
Oh, go on then, come at me. You've just moaned at me. Go on then, come at me with anything. No, I don't want you to come at me.
Anyway, to answer your question, I'm picking HIV over the big C. Anything.
Okay, I'm going C.
I think 2 weeks into the treatment, you'd be like, give me AIDS right now.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if anyone's going to beg for it.
This is a weird conversation, by the way.
Is anything we ever say normal?
No, it's not. I think this one is just a bit. What the fuck? I was listening to a podcast the other day. Are they having an argument over if they would have a HIV or cancer? Yeah, they are.
I think we might be, yeah.
Yeah, and then she randomly fat shamed him for a laugh.
Oh, well, I just get shit on socials anyway,
I
so
don't
fucking.
Get fat shamed. I'm not ashamed of it. I fucking bought and paid for it.
I bought and paid for it. It's full of fucking kebabs at 3 a.m.
I started going to the doctors. I went to the doctors for something else. Probably, I think I hurt my foot and thought I had foot cancer. You know, because I googled that as well. And
not the foot cancer.
Yeah, not the foot.
Hey, can you get cancer in your foot?
You can get cancer in your foot.
Oh, I don't want that one.
No, I'd rather chop off my foot than have my tits chopped off.
I'd rather lose my tits than my foot.
If you had a choice,
what are you going to do when you need to wear flip-flops?
Buy one.
How annoying is that you can only use half of the fucking flip-flop that you bought?
I don't think that's going to be
your biggest... Do you just put the other one in the bin?
You just get a prosthetic one. I know someone who's got a prosthetic leg and they even put a sock on it so it matches.
I don't want to lose a foot.
I'd rather lose a foot than...
Would you rather lose a foot or a foot in height? So then instead of you being 6 foot, you'd be 5 foot.
Okay, so I need some context here. Have I lost a foot? Have I lost an actual foot?
Yeah, from the ankle down.
From the big C?
Yeah.
Right. What makes me lose a foot in height? Just randomly wake up one day and I'm a foot smaller.
Yeah, so you can choose. So the doctor says, listen, you've got foot cancer. We're going to have to amputate your ankle from the foot,
but then
from the
I'm
ankle down.
Absolutely fine after
or alternatively, we've got this one tablet that will fix the cancer in the foot, but you're going to lose a foot in height. So you will be 5 foot for the rest of your life.
This is the maddest would you rather I've ever heard.
Hey, what are you picking though? So you get to keep your own foot and you're cured of cancer, but you are 5 foot for the rest of your life.
I love how you're still 5 foot, like I'm 6 foot, ladies.
All right then, 4 foot 11.
Oh, fuck's sake.
What are you picking?
Right, I just need to think about it because I've got to weigh up the pros and cons here. First of all, if you just have your foot chopped off, obviously I can't run anymore.
You don't anyway?
I do. I'm up to week 5. It counts to 5k. I've got a 20-minute run next week.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I've got to do this week. Just an update on it. I've got to do 3 5-minute runs with a break in between.
Yeah.
And then on the next one after that is an 8-minute run space, like a walk in to recover 8-minute run. And then the next one after that is a straight 20-minute run. This time next week, man's running 20 minutes. Anyway. So they've got to think that. Got to think. I know, smashed it. Where have you been? Anyway. So obviously it'd take a bit of while getting used to running.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to pick up swimming or something.
You're fuming. Go on.
So so there's that. But right, so then if you had the tablet and you're a foot smaller and you think it's sorted, I've got both feet. However, and then you go to get changed.
Yeah.
And you realise your pants don't fit.
Okay, so everything in your wardrobe just magically fits you.
Nah, you're taking the piss now.
So you haven't got to go to the expenses of rebuying your whole wardrobe.
I think I'm being short. Right, in fact, let's just...
Hey, do your feet stay the same size? Are you still going to be a size 11 but 5 foot? How mad would that be?
Hold on, I'm a size 12.
Oh, sorry.
Just let the ladies know that it's a fucking myth. But my socks are big. I don't know, imagine you'd look like a fucking... like a garden gnome, wouldn't you? You'd look like that guy from Looney Tunes. No, you'd look like the guy from Simpsons. What's his name?
Bart, Homer.
Sideshow Bob.
Why?
Because he's got massive feet.
Okay, but
can you imagine me walking around like a fucking power pop?
How are you gonna drive if your right foot's been amputated? And even if you've got a prosthetic, are you legally allowed to drive with a fake foot?
Well, people drive, yeah.
Yeah, but maybe it was the left one and they just get an automatic and use the right one.
There's people out there with disabilities that can drive. They have adaptations for the car.
Okay, so did they just remove the pedals and you get little buttons?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'll
find that out. Hey, I can't be put at a disadvantage because I'm now disabled. I can't. I want to drive. I've got a license. You've got to build a car for me. Yeah,
but I don't think you're getting... I think you choose... to be 5 foot.
I'd rather be 5 foot. Right? Would you sleep with someone who was 5 foot or had one leg?
But how tall are they with one leg?
My height.
I'd probably go one leg.
Of course you would. You wouldn't.
I would.
Are your stumps bigger than your dick?
Because technically you still got 2. And one of them's what we love.
What if it's not though? What if it's just like... What if it's micro penis?
No, we're not bringing little dicks into it.
Again, we've done that before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
We're always talking about you. It's always about you.
It's always about me. Yeah. It's a difficult one. Do you know what? For the sympathy, I'd take my foot off.
Yeah.
I'd get more sympathy. I'd probably get more work out of it. You know, cause fucking... take my foot off. I'll be on TV next week.
On what show?
The Last Leg.
Sign me up for the Paralympics. Okay, I'll give you that.
Just think about how much sympathy pussy you're gonna get.
Sympathy pussy?
Like, oh my god, he's so brave, he's had his foot amputated. Like, yeah! Trainers are cheaper.
What? Oh, trainers. Why would they be cheaper?
Oh, and every fancy dress I'm going as a
Because you've
pirate.
still got to buy 2. You still got to buy a pair.
Excuse me, I don't need this one.
But if you were 5 foot,
You still got.
then you'd be able, and then if your feet are in proportion, like all your shoes and everything just fit your new feet and height,
I'm take off my foot.
you'd be able to buy kids' shoes then.
You would get better shoes. I'd take off my foot. Take off my foot. I think the sympathy's worth it for me.
So we're going amputation for sympathy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I'd set up a GoFundMe. Get Legless with John podcast.
Get legless.
Just me and you just getting smashed.
Yeah, we got a little rum or something. You can be like a little pirate.
Couldn't have a rum because I couldn't run. That was such a touch to it. Sorry, I've had a mad week.
It has been a mad week.
It has been a mad week.
It's been absolutely mad.
It all just went tits up when I went into 2.
Can you stop touching
Sorry.
that microphone?
Sorry.
Stop it.
Yeah, all went tits up when I went into 2.
Tui?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
tell the listeners about
No, it
your
was
TUI
fucking-
experience.
I didn't know. Right, I did know. I've got 15 kilograms of luggage on the confirmation email, and I went to upgrade it, but then it said the 20 box was like I already had it included,
Yeah.
but everything had 15 kilograms. So I was like, what have I got here? I
Yeah.
want 20. I've only got 15. So I went in. Me and my mum. I went in. First of all, we went there for 9. It was shut. So it didn't open till 9:30. So
9:30? Who starts work at 9:30?
everyone in TUI apparently have a fucking chill out on a Friday. So we got a hot chocolate, come back, and then honestly, I'm going to sound like you just can't win with me because she wasn't rude. She was the other way. She was overly too eager, and you just felt like chill the fuck out. It was just too much. So we sit down, and I was telling her, I was like, all the email confirmations say we got 15 kilograms. We want to upgrade it, but then when I went to upgrade it, it said 20 is already included and wouldn't let me select 20 because it said it was already included. So I showed her it on the app, and she was like, "Oh my god, yeah, right." So since you've booked, we've changed our policy, and everyone can have 20 kilograms, but we can't just email everybody and let them know. So we've let the baggage people know and the checking clerks know. But yeah, so they'll be fine with it. And you're like, so everyone knows apart from the people packing the fucking suitcase. Knows. Everyone else
So
knows.
true.
It's all an inside fucking, inside knowledge of the industry. They all know, apart from the people actually packing the bags, they don't know.
They're a huge travel company. If they can't select to email
Exactly.
every passenger on certain flights and the same message
The way
goes
she
out
said
to
it.
every single booking, it blows my mind.
It's the way she said it as well. She just went, we can't possibly send an email out to all the passengers and let them know. I'm like, you can literally do what you've just fucking
Yeah.
said. Give me half an hour and their email addresses. I'll do it fucking for you. Can you imagine getting to the to the airport, checking in your luggage and go, oh, it's at 15.5 kilograms. Oh, what am I going to do? And the woman goes, oh, don't worry. You're allowed 20. You got to go, oh, am I? Am I? Well, hold the plane. I'm going home. I'm going to go pack some more shit. Thank you very much.
I'm going to put all my shampoo and body wash in.
Oh, we all know about it. Didn't you get the memo? No? Oh, yeah, because you're a passenger. We didn't tell you, dickhead. I was sick. I couldn't get my head around it. I went, you can literally just email them and let them know. Just let them know. Can you put it in writing to me? She's like, you don't need to. It's all there. And I said to my mum, I was like, you pack 20 kilograms at your own fucking risk.
Yeah, can you imagine getting to the airport and he'd be like, well, fucking Barbara and Tui said we have 20.
Victoria.
I'm not paying for an extra
Oh, my
25
God.
kilograms between us all now
And then
because
she
of
was
their
telling
fuck
us.
up.
She was like, where are you going? I was like, you've got our booking right there. You tell me where I'm going. And she was like, oh my God, yeah. I went to there. We're going to Antalya, right? She went, and fucking hell, it was two shits fucking Sandra over here. Two shits Tanya, we're going to call her. She was like, yeah, oh my God, I've been there. And she must have got commissioned for this Land of Legends theme park because she
Not
was
heard of it.
fucking selling it, see? But fucking hell, she was selling it. She was like, oh my God, it's so good. And you walk through, you've got a glass floor. Like, what for? She was like, well, under the glass floor is the original Roman road. And you're like,
So?
she went, oh my God, it's so good to take your family there. I went,
I live 15 minutes away from Chester, babe. If I want to see what the Romans did, I'll go.
I was just like, yeah, I've got a 13-year-old. Can you imagine going, listen, I know you want to play football, swim in the pool all day, mate. Yeah, forget that. Come and look at this old road. It's older than me. Come and have a look at it. What, can we stand on it? No. We're going to stand on a glass bit above the actual road. There it is. What do you reckon?
That's at the theme park.
Yeah, and then he was like, oh my God. And then they have a light show. And you're like, she didn't hype it up. The only thing she showed us was this roller coaster, which I don't want to go on because what if I don't fit and I can't be having that while I'm on holiday. And then she went, do you have any more questions about the... Oh, no, that was it. I said, yeah, actually. Is there like an in-flight meal? Mm-hmm. And she was like, sure, let me have a look on the short-haul flights, which I think we disagreed on what a short-haul flight on because 4.5 hours is a long day. In my opinion.
Long day.
So 4.5 hours and they're not providing food. Are you taking the piss? If I put a party on and invited all my friends round and was like, listen, it's 4.5 hours long, they'd be like, what food are we having? I'd be like, there isn't
Absolutely.
any. You'd be like, I'm not going. Not going. And then she was like, "Oh no, but yeah, you can just you just pack a few things." And then she started saying shit to us. She was like, "Yeah, and you can actually take like crisp and that in through security. You can't take anything wet. Who describes food as wet apart from dog food?
If once you're through security, if there's a Mackey's there, like
no, then she meant before security, I can take a can of Pringles through." And then she went, "And don't forget your jellies."
Jellies.
Yeah, don't forget your jellies.
Sweets, not like a fucking wibble wobble.
Yeah, I don't think she...
Imagine you carrying through a jelly in a fucking Pyrex dish. Wibble wobble.
It's not technically wet because it's solid. Like, no.
Yeah, but you can take stuff like that through in your hand luggage. That's absolutely
it's just the way
fine.
She was banging on about it. And then she started telling me, you know what I say? And I was like, no, I've never met you before in my life, so I don't know what you say. And so far, all you've done is chat shit. She went, the holiday starts when you're in the airport, doesn't it? Oh. I was like... I mean, Mum, right, this was the only bit that pissed me off. My mum went, I do say that. You've never said that before in your life, Paula. You chill the fuck out. I do say that. No, you fucking don't. What do you do in the airport? You get a cup of tea and fucking sit down? Fucking hell. Maverick over here. I'm on holiday now. Get me 2 sugars in that tea.
I am one of them though, and it's like, oh, you're gonna let's go here, let's get a fry up and a little coffee. What, 25 quid? Take it. I'm on holiday.
Yeah, I'm on a holiday.
I'll pay anything, me. It's different, even though I'm still paying in English currency because I've not left Manchester Airport.
You use it
Take me money,
though, don't you? Like,
take my money.
I'm on holiday. Why are you doing that, Barry? Because I'm on fucking holiday. Look at me, I'm on holiday. This is what I do when I'm on holiday.
So do you get an in-flight meal?
No, you have to pay for it. Fuck me. Jeez. And then she went, tell you what I'm going to do. Come here. She turned the computer screen around. I'll get up the menu that they have on the plane because, oh my God, let me tell you, the toasties are to die for.
I do love a good toasty.
And but she brings up the in-flight menu, right? Of all, £8.50 for a meal deal, and I'm pretty sure you can swap that sandwich for a toasty. You get a toasty, drink, pack of crisps, £8.50, bargain in it. No, it's not. And she's going through everything you can get on it, and I'm just sitting there thinking, hold on, we're all looking at the in-flight. This isn't the bit I'm asked about. Yes or no would have done for that question. I'm more excited about the bit after the plane, not this bit. Just get me there, that's sound. Just say yes or no. We serve food, you have to pay for it. Sound, done deal. 25 minutes I was in that shop and I was asked 2 questions, which was, how much luggage do I get? And do I get fed on the plane? And they are very basic 4-word answers for each question.
Should have been in and out within 7 minutes.
Literally, 25 minutes. She started telling me when she went to Turkey, she got all the fake designer gear, which I was like, to be fair, probably going to do the same.
Going to report you, babe.
And then she went and I got this satchel, this massive satchel, this big, which I was allowed to take back on the plane. I was like...
Wow, did she get that in a suitcase?
I don't know. I went, what? The satchel was this big. She went, that big. I went, this big. She went, that big. This went on for a bit. I went, that big. And she went, this big. I went, are you sure you're not exaggerating that? She was like, the satchel was massive. And they let me take it back on the plane. And I know it says your hand luggage has to be a certain size of dimension. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter with us. Take whatever you want on there. Imagine that. Imagine turning up with a fucking chest of drawers. Can't do that on the plane. Ha! Victoria in fucking TUI Witness said I can.
I thought we were calling her Tanya.
Tanya in Tui Witness said, I don't know what her name was. No, honestly, it was the worst fucking experience.
Things like that would stress me out because as
I don't want to go.
ex-cabin crew and people come on with whatever they want, you'd be like, babe, you can't bring that on. That doesn't fit in the overhead luggage. What are you thinking?
Well, Tanya from Tui
There's
said I can
200
take a test
people
of
here
yours.
trying to get hand luggage above the heads, and you have taken up space for 3 fucking people.
Yep.
You selfish prick.
It's not their fault. It's Tanya.
Yeah, well, it doesn't
Tanya's telling
surprise
you.
me.
It doesn't matter about the size of it. We'll just let you take that on. It's like, oh, really? I'm going to fucking challenge her on that one. Because I will go IKEA beforehand and I'm going to get a fucking wardrobe set.
A wardrobe set.
Imagine trying to get... Does this go through the X-ray machines, does it? Doesn't fit.
Why
Yeah.
would you go... Sorry.
Because you do that with your hand luggage, don't you? You put it through the X-ray
But why
machine.
would you get IKEA? Because that means you've got to build it then. Like, would you not just buy something that's pre-built? Because that's a
Get it
lot
off-
of fucking effort
Get
just
it off
to
Facebook
prove
Marketplace.
Tanya wrong.
Yeah, maybe. Do you know what? I'm. Although she's there, she works for the company. She must know her shit. She's had a training. I didn't believe a word she said.
I don't think she does know what she's doing.
I don't
All
think she worked there. I just think she was in the shop at the same time we went and thought, fuck it, I'm going to black this.
It only concerns is the fact that she's got a major toasty obsession, and
She
I don't
loves
know
the
why she's
toasties.
trying to push that on you.
She wants us. She must get commission on Land
And
of
then
Legends
the-
and
yeah.
Toasties,
And fair enough, like, thank you for letting me know that there's a theme park,
which I've seen.
but it wasn't what I asked you, babe.
Honest to God.
All I wanted was in writing to say that I've got 20 kilograms per
I didn't even
passenger.
get that. I had to, imagine turning up. Oh, this is overweight. It's 17.5 kilograms. Tanya and Witness said it's all right. Who the fuck's that? She works for you?
I
Yeah,
think they
of course
probably
she
know
does.
who she is.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Tanya to get. Can you imagine
doing that.
Was it Tanya?
Was it Tanya? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Imagine.
She always doing this, yeah. I knew she was a nutter. She kept on banging on about the toasties. About the toasties. How did you know? She fucking loves those toasties, mate. We actually haven't got any left. She said to us as well, this is the other thing. Fucking threw me, right? She went, have you selected your seats? I said, yeah, I've selected my seats. And she went, let's have a look. Oh, my God. I thought, what? You've got the best seats. Don't fucking patronise me. No, they're the best seats then. Because, right, 2 reasons. One, because we're at the back of the plane.
Yeah. I always book the back.
Key bit for this, I fucking picked them myself. I know where I'm sat. I picked them. I went on and I had a little fucking thing of the aeroplane and I picked those 2, like, because the only ones where I had a 3 and a 2.
Yeah,
behind.
used to go.
So 3, 2, all 5 of us are going, right? It was near the toilet. She was like, you're right next to the toilet. That's the best seat in the whole fucking plane then. Right next to the toilet. And then when you come out with the trolley, you'll be served food. Yeah? Fuck them in the middle of the plane. Be all sold out by the time it gets to them. Not for you. And I thought, you're chatting shit. One, those ones were more expensive to reserve further up the plane. It was cheaper at the back. That's why I picked them. I only picked them because I have to, because I have to make sure the kids are sat with me. If it was up to me, I'd be sat on my own. Put me with the suitcases for all I care. I couldn't give a shit.
One of my main reasons, so if I fly like EasyJet or something, one of my main reasons for booking towards the back is because of the trolley.
Well, obviously, she had a point.
Because
Just the way she's banging on, I was like, well, why are them more
when you
expensive?
sat in the middle and you just sat there like looking behind you, looking in front, waiting for one of those trolleys to get to you in the middle is fucking painful.
I know.
And sometimes the food does run out. What do you mean there's no bacon baguettes?
Yeah.
And he's just got the last one.
Fuck
So if I had been 2 rows in front, I'd have got one, but because I'm here, I don't.
Yeah. I'd literally play that. You know, if you're on the emergency exits, I'm a vital member in the emergency evacuation procedure.
I need a bacon baguette.
Expect some VIP services. She went, you don't want them ones anyway. You're only paying for the extra 2 inches space, and who needs an extra 2 inches? And I was like,
Well-
I agree with you on that one. That's what I say to everyone.
Are
Actually,
you free Friday night, Tanya?
who needs the extra 2 inches? You don't need all that.
It's overrated
Get what
anyway.
you're giving, you know what I mean? It was, yeah. So I'm a bit honest to, and I know the flip side to that. If I'd have walked in and someone just went, no, you get 15 kilograms. All right, okay. Do we get in-flight meals? No. And if I'd have just got that, I also know I'd have been fucking moaning about the level service. So I know it's like it's a lose-lose situation. But it was just a bit much before. you know, and it's just a bit much on a Friday morning. I just couldn't take it, and I was just like, but it's done now.
Well,
I'm all right.
I'm excited for your holiday.
Same. 2 weeks today. I actually get to check in a couple of hours.
Oh, stop
An
it.
hour and a half. I get to check in.
Exciting.
I check in now, you know what I mean?
Do it.
I don't know why, but make sure you check
Pre-order your toasty.
Imagine that. I'm gonna give me one of these toasties.
I wonder what's in them.
I just think like the way she was banging on about it. Have you seen that scene in Wolf of Wall Street? Where it's like, what's up with the toasties? Did it cure cancer? The toasties do cure cancer. Shut the fuck up.
Sam, then I'm going to change my mind. I don't want HIV. I'll take the cancer because I'm going on holiday with Chewy. I'm going to get a toasty. That'll cure my cancer.
Yeah, and I've got a foot lost. I've not got a foot. So I had that chopped off in Never Have I Ever. No, it's not. What did we play? Would you rather? Never Have I Ever. Not played that in time.
We should do one, a little lock-in one night and just get drunk and get someone to pick us up because we were like, never have I ever.
We played it once when we were around Tix and Louise's, and it just becomes a bit personal attacks. Where you sit there and go, never have I ever sucked a dick, and everyone's looking at the one lad.
Well, I think that's a pod.
That is a pod. So, thanks for letting me get that off my chest.
You are so welcome.
Feel better now.
Episode 25. It's a wrap.
Completed it, mate. And you know what? You need to complete your challenge, which is to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm getting a bit beggy. Send us in some comments because Michelle's got fuck all else to do. She likes replying to the people. She likes replying to you. So if you want to speak to Michelle, bang in a little comment.
Imagine if, I don't want to speak to her. What if they want to speak to you?
I'll get
address it to either of us, and if it's
my PA to
specifically
forward it
for
on to
him,
me.
I'll forward it. But yeah, give us a like, comment, and subscribe. You might be on some of the socials, but not all of them. Support us everywhere on TikTok and Instagram. And you can obviously you can drop us a little email at 5pence@hotmail.com.
There we go. Get in touch. I've got nothing else to add. Anything from you?
No, all good here.
Thanks. Tune in next time.
Peace up.
A-Town.
You missed out the down.